Get it. Y'all know what's going on, man. You know what it is, man. Y'all know we back with another one, man. We back with another motherfucking one, man. About to drop this reaction video. Say TikTokers messing with the Mexican cartel. I done already watched one of his videos about like the Mexican cartel, like how they torture you. There ain't nothing you want to do, gang. I'm gonna tell you right now, there ain't nothing you want to do, gang. There ain't nothing you want to do, gang.
When dumb TikTokers mess with Mexican cartels.
Dumb TikTokers.
That's a dumb thing you can do. I'm on way out here in Louisiana, California, and bro, I don't feel safe.
I'm way out here in Florida.
No cartels. Them boys don't play, y'all. Facts.
We ain't doing that.
Social media morons publicly insulted Mexican cartels, with El Pirata setting the scene for why this is a dumb idea. Born April 2000 in the state of Sinaloa, the pirate was from one of Mexico's most dangerous states. Both his mother and father left him at birth, leading to a difficult life full of alcohol addiction, although ironically this made him a social media superstar. El Pirata had his friend film him drinking from a bottle, pairing it with the aftermath of when it all kicked in. It uploaded to his YouTube under El Della Red Label, but didn't expect a viewership of over 300,000. Well, when he realized that his excesses were pleasing to the internet, he knew what his shortcut to popularity was, turning his drunkenness into a profession. He'd start posting video after video of his drinking escapades, always pouring the beverage about an inch above his mouth, in the exact same way as his first viral video. This, in combination with his small, strange appearance, made El Pirata so extremely memorable, people began to dedicate public...
And you know, bro, imagine that's your way to fame, bro.
To drink yourself to death?
Getting drunk.
To drink yourself to death? Come on, man. Nigga gotta stop, bro. At some point, bro, nigga gotta you just understand, bro, like, fame ain't. Come on, man. Yeah, come on.
Satan got you in a chokehold, bro. Bro, you about to say things you gonna regret. You gonna wake up the next day. You gonna celebrate by getting drunk with the views. Man.
Statues to him. He'd therefore expand his social media to include cars and women, which grew his Facebook following to over 1 million and his Instagram to 300,000. Suddenly, he was being paid over $1,000 just to show up at a club for a night, although this would always come with one specific problem. Every time El Pirata drank, he'd become extremely vocal and borderline aggressive, to the extent that he was arrested on more than one occasion. In a 7.6 million view video, translating to "The Pirate Responds to Comments," he spends over 3 minutes simply yelling at his audience, giving the impression that he thought himself invincible. This would be curbed to some extent when he'd hire a social media manager named Beto Sierra, who encouraged El Pirata to give up the drinking to increase the longevity of his life and career. Spanish YouTuber Pepe Garza also confronted El Pirata about his drinking, questioning, "Haven't you started to think that if you drink a lot of alcohol, at one point it can poison you? The human body isn't made for that," to which El Pirata responded immaturely, "People always tell me, my friend, how can you handle so much? I just laugh and tell them, well, I don't know. I don't know how I handle so much," to which...
Because you wake up drunk.
Man gonna die,
You
bro.
gone. It's not even you in your body no more, bro.
Pepe again responds, "Well, I don't like it very much. This is going to get out of control." When he's then asked, "Where do you see yourself in 3 years' time?" El Pirata admits that he wants to get sober and instead would like to have a career in music and leave behind this stage characterized by his drunkenness. "I want to learn to sing now. That will be my motto. I want to be on stage, but singing and putting on a show. Taking steps to make this happen, he'd appear in music videos, which only further added to his image as a drinker, especially with a band member stating, "There are a lot of people who criticize him, but the truth is that's why El Pirata got started, but it would also become the way that El Pirata ended." After yet another heavy drinking session, El Pirata was filmed insulting Mexican cartels, specifically with the phrase "El Mencho suck my wiener." El Mencho's the head of the
I just know they cut his head off. I just know they cut his head off. Come on, gang. Why? You drunk? That's why.
CJNG, aka Mexico's second most.
Why will you play with this? Boy must have got possessed by some type of drinking alcohol demon. And just conjured up his death certificate. What?
Powerful cartel. His capture offers a bounty of $10 million, as he's considered one of Mexico's most dangerous people. Therefore, El Pirata's callout was not a smart thing to say about a man who'll execute your whole family based on not much more than a rumor. He just has zero regard for human life. But what about free speech? It doesn't exist to the cartels, which have been linked to the murder of at least 12 journalists this past year.
Whoa, what?
The boys whacking journalists. Them boys whacking journalists and you play with them like that? You live there. You know what's going on. Man. What they say? GG's.
12 journalists. You can't even write about me. And I'm extinguishing your whole bloodline. You went to go play with him? That's 12 in 1 year, Jack.
El Pirata seemed to think very little of his call-out, as on the 18th of December 2017, he went about his day as if it were any other. As the evening drew closer, El Pirata met with Hot Spanish Vlogs and Ben El Gringo, preparing for what was supposed to be another fun night on the town. In fact, El Pirata was having such a good time, he'd post the location of where he was headed, telling his fans to meet him at the bar. However, instead, he'd be met by 4 men driving in a black truck who assassinated El Pirata only a minute after getting to the bar. The attack was clearly specifically targeted because, as explained by Hot Spanish Vlogs, it's clear they didn't want to hurt me, my friend, or any of the girls, because if they wanted to, they could have done so easily. His funeral was held in the days that followed, with El Pirata's social media manager writing, "We talk so many times about quitting alcohol and living life too fast, but you never listened. And I don't judge, only you knew what you were doing. Those who knew you were a good person. God have you in his glory. Those responsible for his death have never been apprehended, but the CJNG only seems more obvious after exploring the fate of TikToker El Chinito." El Pirata and El Chinito
1 minute going to a bar, y'all.
They walked down that boy.
lived in the same city, both having become famous for their goofy vertical videos. El Chinito therefore felt hurt by El Pirata's death, and just 17 days after, would call out the cartel as well.
You ain't just learned from the last security guard? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Ain't no motherfucking way, bro. There's no way, bro. You ain't just learned from the last security guard?
Fam, some things you gotta let Jesus just grab the steering wheel and drive for you, though. You gotta let God just do his magic, bro. There's no lick back with this cartel. There's no lick back, bro.
In the 31-second video, El Chinito states, "I don't give a crap about El Mencho,"
Okay.
then proceeds to call him stupid
Okay.
and threatens to drive to his city to find him.
Oh, he drove to his
Crazy,
city.
because we was on the way to you.
Hey man, shout out Cash Nasty, dog. W Cash Nasty, bro.
In case this wasn't dumb enough, El Chinito then announces where he lives, but it would only be after the call-out.
Man, I'm not sliding with no
viral
cartel,
that
bro.
El Chinito realized he'd made a huge mistake. The following morning, with a blistering hangover, El Chinito apologized. "Excuse me."
Nigga be dumb as hell, bro. Nigga be dumb as hell, bro. Ain't no motherfucking way. Stupid ass boy.
The El Mencho, "I was very drunk and wasn't in my senses."
Excuse me. Excuse me, fine gentlemen. Yeah.
"I am sorry. My respect to the old man," subsequently disappearing to keep a low profile. Rumors began to circulate that El Chinito had been executed by hired assassins, but this would be disproven by Margarito Music. He'd find El Chinito in his hometown, who instead of dying had rather gotten married, and also had a baby on the way. He now uses his TikTok to document his life, clearly surviving his cartel call-out. I think the apology video saved this guy's life. Illuminati.
Could've.
Yeah, cause he could have still got you.
Could've.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah,
Six,
so
however,
could've.
wasn't quite so lucky. He gained a
Well,
following
man,
by
like,
doing dares on
Illuminati
TikTok
6 is
Live, one of which being "I dare you to challenge El Mencho." Well, Illuminati
Why everybody trying to go after this same man, bro? It's like they brains don't work. You not seeing what's going on, bro? I'm not even there.
6 had zero hesitation. "Listen here, you son of a bitch. El Mencho, you can suck my wiener 100%. I don't sleep like El Parada or El Chinito. I'm a more..."
Yo, why are these people playing with this dude's name, bro? I don't even want to say the dude's name because I don't want to mispronounce it. I don't want to disrespect him at all.
Mortal, untouchable. I made a pact with the
let's say you don't
devil. I
wanna
came to give you
mispronounce it.
fire, Mencho. I'm not scared to say this, I'll say it without the camera. Mencho can suck my balls.
And
The
he
comments
doubled
rolled
down
in
on it.
instantly. This man is already dead, just because they haven't warned him.
No cap.
This little boy has his days numbered.
Well.
Not even the devil is going to save him. Illuminati 6 quickly realized his mistake and uploaded a second video begging for forgiveness. "I'm sorry."
Listen to me. He let the last nigga slide. No. 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 Because if he let you slide, it's going to be a number 3. So I'm going to just nip that in the bud. Right here, right now. Right here, right now.
For what I said, I was not well. I
Nah.
was wrong. That day I woke up stupid. I didn't look at the consequences. I did that for followers. I
Nah.
apologize. We all make mistakes.
Nah.
Mencho, don't kill me. I have a family
Yeah. Yeah. Get your mind right. Yeah.
just like you, but this only added more exposure
It's too late.
to his original cartel call-out.
See?
People began to joke, play the video of how they kill him. It would be great to see, but I don't think anybody expected that this would actually happen. It has since been theorized that the person in the video is someone else completely.
You mother ain't fucking know.
But there's absolutely no confusion in the case of Fofo Marquez. He's best described as the Mexican Dan Bilzerian, although without so many women. His TikTok is dedicated to bragging about money, showing his private jets and driving luxury cars. But Fofo also hides the fact that he's from a mega wealthy family. In case being a Nepo baby isn't already unlikable enough, he refers to himself as Millionaire Boy, making what would happen next all the more satisfying. Fofo planned on doing a prank that would anger his whole city. Drive 3 luxury cars onto a main bridge before parking in the middle of the road to block all lanes of traffic. As he and his
one of them entitled, man. Come on, bro. Being the inconvenience of other people's lives, I can't stand that.
friends get out of the cars, Fofo proceeds to state we have closed it for ourselves. This is what I want to demonstrate.
Been in a stream in a minute, just showing my appreciation. You've helped me through a lot of shit cause of your content. Keep it going, og love ya.
Appreciate so much, Frank. I appreciate you, bro.
www. No cat though. W Cash Nasty, man. W Cash Nasty. I be watching his stuff too. Feel me? Definitely gotta shout out that boy Cash Nasty, man. W Cash Nasty. Man, that boy just lived out his dream and go see LeBron for the first time, bro. W Cash Nasty, man. No hat. See him in person. Actually talk to him. Feel me? Feel me? That's real nigga shit. Kai, W Kai too. W Kai.
What money and power can do. We've been here for several minutes. Let's do some TikTok dances. Look, 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 this right here is power. I am the king of Mexico. Fofo put it on his TikTok expecting a positive response, and while it gained 10 million views in under 24 hours, its virality was due to all the wrong reasons. Thank you, Fofo, you are an example for me. It is an inspiration to study and never be like you, but his terrible prank reached further than social media. Mayor Pablo Lemus threatened to bring charges against him for blocking traffic and endangering drivers on the road. After the rebuke, Marquez went back to social media to publicly apologize. It stated in his apology, "My comments about money and power were perhaps stupid, and I'll happily pay whatever fine I'm given." But the mayor responded to the apology by saying Marquez would have to complete community.
Yeah, boy thought he just paid his way through life, bro. Boy thought he could pay his way through the pearly gates. Boy said he could pay his way out. That's crazy.
Service, cleaning up below the very bridge he shut down, which Fofo Marquez was more than happy to do until the CJNG got involved. The cartel unexpectedly issued a public statement. As many know or are just learning about, the influencer or scum named Rodolfo Marquez, who dared to close traffic, is an act we do not tolerate. We're the ones in charge of Jalisco and all of Mexico. And to you, Fofo, we tell you to be careful, because we will not let you come thinking you can do whatever you want.
Yes, sir.
Here in Jalisco, Mr. Mencho is in charge. If we see you again, we'll kidnap you, and not even the money you have will help you.
Yes, sir.
Sincerely, CJNG.
Yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir. Get your mind right.
You hear me?
6 days later, YouTuber Dominguero met up with Fofo, who was hiding out in his parents' mansion and being protected by 30 security guards.
And them boys can take down security guards too.
No cap though.
Like that ain't nothing.
No cap.
That's target practice.
He ain't lying.
Throughout the interview, Fofo states, rich people are the most intelligent people, only making him even more hated. Rich people are the smartest people, said by a kid who inherited more than half of what he has. Despite Fofo's extreme arrogance, the CJNG never wound up hurting him. However, just 6 months ago, he brutally...
that's a good point somebody just said, probably on their payroll. Bro, that's the thing, man. You just never know who's on the cartel payroll. Like, to really have trust with your security, you literally gotta have like active military people, man. Even then, they could be infiltrated. Crazy.
You know it though.
They got that much reach.
He beat a woman during a traffic conflict in the parking lot of a shopping center. As a result, he's currently in prison, but that's still a better outcome than what happened to Pamela Montenegro. She played a character on YouTube named Nana Palukas, initially posting innocent videos where, for example, she'd interview random shoppers. However, her content slowly made a political shift, interviewing government officials about the problems created by Mexico's cartels. Well, Pamela
Leave them people alone, bro. That boy he looked like he heard something.
also owned a restaurant, and G never wound up hurting him. However, just 6 months ago, he brutally beat a woman during a traffic conflict.
Look at this entitled bum. Look at this.
In the parking lot of a shopping center. As a result, he's currently in prison, but that's still a better
And you know them boys in there. Stupid. Thought you could pay his way out of that.
outcome than what happened to Pamela Montenegro. She played a character on YouTube named Nana Palukas, initially posting innocent videos where, for example, she'd interview random shoppers. However, her content slowly made a political shift, interviewing government officials about the problems created by Mexico's cartels. Well, Pamela also owned a restaurant named A Todos Los Santos.
Yo, I'd rather raise a son to go out there and get it and be hungry than to have an entitled piece of shit son. Like, that would be so embarrassing to, like, my last name. Yes, babe. You know,
around which the cartel began hanging banners, accusing Pamela of colluding with the government. Incredibly, even after this, she continued making her videos and working at the restaurant, although, as you might expect, it didn't end well. During one of her shifts in the evening, two men walked in and each ordered a beer before shooting Pamela point blank and fleeing.
I wish my son would. Look.
Belt to ass.
Two men walked in and each ordered a beer before shooting Pamela point blank. Even after this, she continued making her videos and working at the restaurant, although, as you might expect, it didn't end well. During one of her shifts in the evening, two men walked in and each ordered a beer before shooting Pamela point blank and fleeing the scene immediately. When security officers arrived at the scene after 7 p.m., the 36-year-old woman had already died. A member of the Acapulco cartel was tried for her murder, but was dismissed on the grounds of insufficient evidence.
Cartel.
Ironically acting as an example of the political corruption she often discussed. In Mexico, you can't even make fun of politics without being murdered now. She was really funny. This is horrible.
She knew
Put some
that,
respect
though.
on them boys' name.
She knew that, though.
Put some respect.
And she got the warning.
Man. Cartel nothing to play with.
She knew that, bro. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. She knew that, and she got the warning. And she still went to that store, and, you know. Okay. Let me go ahead and move up out of there.
That's you, Sam?
Yeah. Pussy DKT on shit, man. You fuck nigga know what time it is, man. Yeah.
It was me and Remy every day up on that corner now. He call my phone, I call his phone, you know what's going down. That nigga Keys calling me, thinking of a plot. But while he thinking shit, we steady walking up the block. Steady trying to sell these rocks. Hot these bitches in my sock.